What is good, YouTube? It's Boogie and welcome back to another video. Yes, back with another banger. Now check this out. Today we will be talking about creative visualization manifestation. Now look, for those who say manifestation doesn't work or it is fake, simply just don't know what they're talking about, simply just doesn't know the true capacity and the true power of their own mind. Now it's funny that they would say something like that because it's contradictory to what is actually going on in reality. See, we use visualization whether you consciously know it or not. See, we might visualize a meeting, or we might visualize linking up with a friend, linking up with the dealership to get our new car. That is visualization. You're imaging or you're visualizing what it is or how that scenario might go down. So you can use visualization in that same manner to manifest anything you want out of your life, right? It is that simple. But a lot of people talk down on manifestation because they simply don't know what or how to use manifestation. Hold on now, let me cook. You have to understand that manifestations can start off from small to big. Understand this: if you dream big, right, it's gonna take longer for you to manifest that, right? And you can definitely get in the way of your manifestations. Just know if your manifestations don't go right, 9 times out of 10, it's something you did wrong or your end. So just always remember that. So start off small, right, and work your way up the ladder. Figure out how to manifest small things first, and then once you've got that down pat, once you understand how to operate within that visualization, how to operate in that conceptualization in your mind of how that you could create and imagine these things into reality, or imagine these things until they become reality. You see what I'm saying? Then you understand that process. But take it slow. So leave it up to me, your boy. I've got a full breakdown on tips and tricks that I have personally used to manifest the things that I want out of my life using visualization. So without further ado, y'all sit back, relax, grab your pen, grab your paper, because I'm going to be spitting some super hot fire. So pay very close attention. Now look, first things first, in order to understand what manifestation is and how it works, we have to understand the definition of manifest. So what is manifest? It's to develop something through signs or actions. So what does it mean to develop something through signs or actions, right? What does that mean? Well, to simply put it, what are those signs or actions? Well, if you're trying to manifest through visualization, right? Well, you're acting out whatever it is you desire, whatever it is you want, whether that be a new phone, a new car, a new watch, a new house, a new business. We can visualize these things. Once we understand that, then we can avert our attention to changing the focus to visualization and imagery. Now, visualization and imagery, they're similar, but they're different at the end of the day, right? So I'm going to break down what is visualization. Visualization is just simply you seeing what it is, or you imagining what it is that is there. So for example, right, I'm in a room, right, I see a dog, right? Okay, I'm in a room and I see a dog in a kennel in a cage, right? That is imagining something, right, using visualization. Now you can visualize these events even though they might not actually be happening in reality, right? And that's the same thing you want to do when it comes to your manifestation. It's to visualize those said events, or to visualize those said desires that you want, whether it be material, right, or maybe immaterial. Maybe you want to be something that you want to acquire within your emotions or your mental. You could do the same thing through visualization, right? So visualization is just a simple input on your behalf of visualizing out whatever said action or event, right? Imagery is just a little bit deeper, right? It's that same thing as visualization, but just more descriptive, right? So what do I mean by more descriptive? Well, more descriptive is in detail, right? So instead of, oh, okay, well, I'm just in the room with a dog and the dog is in the kennel, let's go into a little bit more detail. Let's be a little bit more descriptive with our imagery. And that would be to say, okay, I'm in the room with the dog, right? The dog is in the kennel. Now, I can imagine that dog coming out of its kennel, right? And I can imagine that dog having a leash around his neck. See, it's a little bit more descriptive. Now that dog walks over to me, right? But it doesn't interact with me. It doesn't touch me. It doesn't start jumping on me, right? It keeps its distance, right? On guard. That's more descriptive. So when it comes to manifestation and understanding visualization and imagery, well, you want to be more descriptive. This is how you drill down to your desires. This is how you drill down and be more specific to what it is towards what you want, right? See, when you're just being general, well, that and being broad, well, that's not good, because it's not focused, it's not targeted in on a specific goal or desire that you want, right? So it's very, very important to be very specific in what it is you visualize, right? So understand this. Focus. Understand this when I say this. Visualization requires emotion, right? Imagery requires emotion. Now, this emotion could be positive or negative depending on who it is, like your mindset, right? Now, someone who is new to manifestation, someone who is new to affirmation, someone who is new to hypnosis, right, would say, oh, they would try something new with affirmation. Oh, I want to get this car, right? Or I want to lose weight, right? They say these things. Or I want to be more socially interactive, right? Right? They just say these things, right? But they're not consistent within their thought. They're not consistent within their belief. Their emotions aren't consistent. They're not aligned into what they believe. So when their emotions are out of whack, positive or negative, it fluctuates that manifestation, right? Everything has to be balanced, right? If you are fluctuating within how you feel on anything, bro, it will never come to you. It will never attract towards you. That's not how the law of attraction works, right? Things will not be able to gravitate towards you if you fluctuate. That's just a simple fact of life. Now, once you understand the effect, and now you analyze who you are as a person. Do I understand whether my emotions affect or influence my affirmations that I tell myself on a daily basis? Do my emotions get in the way or conflict with me staying true to myself and my affirmations, right? And improving and manifesting and visualizing what it is that I want, what it is that I desire. Your emotions can get in the way of that, right? Because look, someone who is unbiased, someone who is firm in their visualization and imagery and is consistent within that, well, it becomes a lifestyle for them. It becomes a mindset for them, right? They thrive in that state of mind, right? So it doesn't matter if emotions, whether they, feeling good that day or bad that day. It's just a simple fact of life. Visualization, they visualize what it is they desire, right? So they're working towards that. They're showing those signs. They're giving those actions through their mind, through seeing out what it is they want in their life, whatever it is they want in their life. So if you have another person whose emotions get in the way, well, when it comes to affirmations, when it comes to, doing it every single day, well, that might not happen. Why? Because their emotions get in their way. Their emotions is just, it fluctuates, right? So they might not be feeling content that day. They might be feeling, okay, well, I'm not firm within my affirmations. I'm not firm within my beliefs, right? So if I'm not firm within my beliefs, then it's really, what's the point of my doing it? then you begin to question yourself. Negativity begins to arise, and then you start to say, well, this is useless, right? So this is not the mindset you want to have. This is not the type of outlook you want to have when it comes to manifestation and visualization and acquire the things you want in life, right? So if I got a dream body, right, I want to be as positive, I want to be as influential as possible when I visualize what it is I will look like. Okay, well, I know when I'm in the gym, boom, I know, hey, hitting these type of bicep curls for a consistent period of time, I'm visualizing how, you know what I'm saying, my form will look doing this consistently over time, right? I will acquire the physique that I want, right? Over simple structure and craft. That's the reason why there's a process of going to the gym, process of having form, process of intensity, shocking the muscle, right? Those are the actions that you could do. You could visualize what you would look like before you actually look like that, right? And the more you work and more you improve on it, the more accurate your visualizations become, the more improved your visualizations become. Now understand this, right? Once you understand what visualization is, once you understand the process and how you could create that visualization through your mind, through that process of being imaginative, being creative within your thought process, then you can move on to creating that image, right? So creating that image, so I got up here imagination versus reality. Simple breakdown for y'all, make it easy, right? Imagination versus reality. Obviously your imagination is what is in your mind, what you think, right? But your imagination is a lot more powerful than you think. Imagination can blend to reality, right? But there is a fine line between the two. So when you create that image within your head, when you create that image that you want to manifest, whether it's a car, whether it's more health, whether it's more better affirmations of you being able to be more socially active, right, and not having social anxiety, or that you tell yourself meeting new people is fun, interacting with new people is fun and interesting, right? These are affirmations that you're telling yourself, right? But you have to visualize yourself interacting with people, and your self-talk can get in the way of that. Your negative doubt of all this is not going to work, that's going to get in the way of your affirmation. That's going to creating the image in your mind. What does that look like? It's constant. That's what it looks like. This image, whatever it is that you want, you have to hypnotize yourself with that. You have to see yourself. You have to visualize. It's not just a matter of one and done, bro. Like, it's not gonna just like, oh, well, I visualized, I thought about this one time, it's just done. Why hasn't this manifested? No, bro. Everything is a process through life, bro, and it's not gonna happen overnight. Obviously, it's not. But the more consistent you are within your thought process and putting positive influential thoughts towards your positive influential thoughts and emotions towards what it is you visualize, and being more descriptive in that imagery and what it is you visualize, then you will see over time that those manifestations come a lot quicker, right? They adapt a lot quicker to you and your environment. So moving on, once you understand, well, before I move on to my next point, hopefully you guys are getting this down. I want you guys to soak this up. I want you guys to really understand what it is I'm saying. What is your day-to-day activities consist of? What does your thoughts consist of, right? Is it positive or negative? Is it influenced by your emotions? Is your visualization and descriptive imagery consistent, right? And that's how you could change that focus, right? And understanding visualization and imagery, and then creating the image through your thoughts, right? It's literally like imagining, using your creative image to imagine what it is you want, bro. It's literally that simple, bro. And then when I said the lines of imagination reality blend, the lines of imagination and reality do blend, bro. They do. Once you have those two steps down pat, once the visualization and the imagery become powerful, become descriptive, right? Become consistent within your thought process, well then imagination is no longer imagination. Imagination becomes reality, right? Because you attract it. It's the law of attraction. But it all starts with the internal, right? You are a magnet within the universe, but if you don't understand these simple characteristics, the simple blueprint to life, then attraction, the law of attraction won't work to you. And this can also work with addictions, but that's a whole another topic within itself. But yes, visualization and stopping and telling yourself, hey, I choose to stop this addiction, or I choose or I have the potential to stop this addiction, or I choose to stop this addiction. It's all hypnosis, and it all can be done through understanding, visualization, imagery, but it's a whole another topic for another day. Anyways, moving on. You being in the way, you being the cause of you slowing down your manifestations. Look, negative narrations is oftentimes overestimating or underestimating what it is you desire, right? So again, it goes back to the self-talk. Do you really desire what it is you want? Are you overestimating the powers of manifestation, or are you underestimating the powers of manifestation? These are all questions that you need to ask yourself, right? Lying to yourself, right? Affirmations can be a thing that you lie to yourself, right? When people tell themselves these affirmations, well, they will feel like, oh man, I tell myself these affirmations, but I feel like when I say these affirmations, I feel like I'm lying to myself. Well, Ron, I just don't feel like the reason why my negative narration is getting in my way is that I feel like, oh yeah, I want to have a better life, or I want to tell myself that having interactions with people would be fun and interesting. I want to tell myself that having and living a better, healthy lifestyle is what I choose, right? But it's just something about when I say these things, I feel like I'm lying to myself, even though I'm being consistent in my thought process, even though I'm being consistent with all three of these stages right here. I feel like I'm not staying content or true of myself, right? I feel like I'm faking it. You're not faking it. What you guys have to understand is that your brain doesn't understand the difference between imagination and reality. That's what's so crazy, bro. Once you understand that your brain doesn't really understand the difference between your imagination and reality, bro, why do you think people say, oh, fake it till you make it? Oh, people do this. People imagine, people walk a certain way. They talk a certain way. They dress a certain way. They fake it until they make it. It's because, bro, your mind doesn't know what's between what's fake and what's authentic, bro. In terms of like what it is or how it is you act things out, right? Now, I'm not talking about your characteristics, right? People can sense your energy being off. People can sense whether you yourself are authentic or not. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying in terms of you wanting to like manifest the things that you want out of your life, whether it's like a material, like winning a car, winning a new house, you know what I'm saying, or just, you know what I'm saying, going to school, being successful at that, whatever it is, doing a new business, whatever it is, bro. I'm saying that your brain doesn't know really the line between imagination and reality. That's why you could have that repetition of hypnosis within imagination until the point that it blends and that you attract that reality. You get what I'm saying? Is that making sense? Let me slow down for y'all. I want y'all to really go back and look at these points. Sip on some water real quick. You feel me? Bro, I ain't gonna lie. Manifesting is so much easier when you understand how it works. Like, and again, this is my own personal preference. These are my own tips and tricks. This is what worked for me, you know what I'm saying? And I would encourage y'all to try it out yourself. I've done the research so that you don't have to, right? Not to say that you shouldn't do any research at all, but I'm saying take a little bit of wisdom, from somebody who has practiced these steps out enough that I'm breaking this down, giving y'all full breakdown to teach y'all, putting y'all on game. You know what I'm saying? Let me cook. Let me cook now. You feel me? Alright, so look, negative narration. So if your manifestations are being held up, or if you feel like your manifestations are on pause, it's 9 times out of 10 because of your negative narrations. You overestimating or underestimating what it is you desire, and including lying to yourself in terms of your affirmations and what it is you truly believe to be true within your visualization. So once you get past this little blockade, you know what I'm saying, once you get past that little barrier, then you can finally move on to the next step, which is affirmation conviction. Affirmation conviction, right? So what does affirmation conviction mean? What does conviction mean? Let me cook. Conviction, to simply put it, is someone who has strong beliefs or opinions, right? They stand on business, right? So someone who has affirmation convictions, well, what does that might look like? One might ask, right? Well, here's a little breakdown. These are some of the questions you could ask yourself about your affirmations, right? Is it specific or general? Remember, this is everything about making sure that your affirmations are vivid, right? That your visualizations are vivid, right? When you make sure that they are vivid, that they're descriptive, keyword descriptive, right? Then you can ask yourself, okay, well, I know, okay, wow, my affirmations are very specific, and this affirmation really convicts me, bro. Every single day that I say this with emotion, bro. Right? I say this with emotion, bro. So at this point, right? At this point, it's not just you saying it, right? You feeling it, bro. And that's how you speed up the process, right? You want everything involved, right? You want your emotions, your mental, your physical, everything involved when it comes to manifestation, because that means your entire being, right, is focused on this one thing. So, right, is your affirmation flexible or stable? Again, going back to what being conviction means, right? So you stand on business? Are you standing on your affirmations? Are you standing on what it is you're supposed to be doing when it comes to your affirmation, right? You got to look at the bigger picture, right? Now, I've got external or personal. This is even a bigger breakdown, external or personal. Now, a lot of times, affirmations or what it is you desire could be external reasons, right? Right? It could be external reasons, and if that external reason is influential, then it could be negative, right? It could be harmful and detrimental to what it is you're trying to achieve, right? So oftentimes you want to ask yourself these questions when you look at your affirmations, when you look at your visualizations, right? And see if it aligns with those specific or general, flexible or stable, external or personal. Remember that. Okay, so look, affirmation conviction. Once you have gotten into the repetition, once you have gotten to the hypnosis of your manifestations, you will start attracting everything you want, bro. You will have become what it is you want. You will have visualized what it is you want, what it is you desire, on a conceptual level, so much that it becomes reality. So once you follow each and every single step, you will have finally arrived at the end goal, the result, what you have been working for. This can work for anything. This could work for anything you desire in your life, right? And it's abundantly clear to me, and it will be to you if you follow these steps correctly, that the last step to it all is actualization. Making real or giving appearance to reality, right? See, you would have visualized vividly so much, you would have descriptively imagined so much within your imagery that you would have given appearance to reality, or to what it is you want. You would have attracted and manifested what it is you want. You get what I'm saying? You would have conceptualized that off of your focus on visualization and imagery, right? Your affirmation, conviction, you standing on business when it comes to your manifestations. And last but not least, so you have finally arrived at the end. Now, the reason why I gave you guys a step-by-step process and a breakdown is because I want you guys to understand each and every single step behind what you're doing, right? These are the steps, right, from understanding what manifestation is, to committing to the manifestation, what it is you desire, right? Creating that said manifestation or image, right? Blocking out the negative narrations, blocking out the negative self-talk, being as influential as positive towards what it is you desire, what it is you want to attract in your life, right? And birthing that, right, through the conceptualization of your visualization and imagery within your mind, right? And that's how you manifest it in your reality at the end of the day. It is that simple. But you just got to make sure that the reps are there, the repetition is there. You got to make sure that the quality is there when it comes to your emotions, when it comes to your state of mind, when it comes to overall conviction and affirmation commitment at the end of the day. So this is easily the steps, the breakdown steps on how you can creatively visualize and manifest what it is you want, whether it's a house, whether it's a car, whether it's a new clothes, new watch. You can manifest these things, right? Millionaire mindset before you become an actual millionaire, right? You have to visualize the process, what it is it looks like of being a millionaire, what it is, the things you do. Okay, well, boom, I know I need to cut off certain people. I know I need to make certain financial moves if I want to be a millionaire, right? But you don't have the millionaire status. You don't have the end status in your account yet. That's why you have to visualize, right, what it is you want to do, right? Or what it is and how you're gonna move. Or I gotta cut off these people, right? You gotta think about and visualize how you're gonna cut these people off before you even cut them off, because that's how you grow and evolve, right? Cut out the weeds so you can grow. It's that simple. Put it towards your car, right? Understanding how to manifest a car, your first car, right? Instead of get something big and flashy, focus on putting all your energy, effort, visualization, and power towards, you know what I'm saying, something that's gonna get you from point A to point E. I bet and promise you would get it a lot quicker than something going for big, explosive, you know what I'm saying, goals or manifestations that would take a lot longer to process. You get what I'm saying? You can start off small, work your way up. Obviously, bigger manifestations take more time, so remember to be patient through the process of it all. And remember to stay true to yourself. That's the video for today. It's Boogie, and I'm out. Peace.